We're starting off with a very popular trend right now. The 2016 trend.
I've never looked worse than in 2016.
You know,
You think?
that was a bad time for all of us.
1000%. I feel shameful about it.
All right, let's see if I can pull up some pictures for us. This isn't the best way to show the pictures, but let's start at the top here.
Oh no. Oh no. My outfit pictures. You know, Shannon, this is really when Shannon was thriving. She loved our modest outfits.
Yeah,
no costumes.
Look at that.
No costumes. Wow, look at that.
Like, don't even recognize you, to be honest.
It was the hair.
Teeth. It's the hair. It's the veneers.
Yeah, those were really life-changing for me and Emily.
I mean, for me too.
Yeah. Oh, we all have veneers. Everyone smile.
Yeah. Money well spent.
Money
So
well
true.
spent. The hair was giving promptly. Yellow.
Giving. Okay, you're 40 years old. Act your age.
Oh.
It's bad. That's bad.
Okay, Taylor looks the same to me, though.
Taylor looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Taylor has not aged.
No.
No, he hasn't.
Assumed it.
No. Again, it's the yellow hair and the teeth.
Why was our hair yellow?
I don't know, but out of all the sisters, I think Amy has changed the most. It's in my opinion. What do you think,
Amy's
Emily?
had the biggest glow up.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Well, I still had so much baby fat in my face.
I mean, so did Megan too.
Fattest baby. You had the fattest face as a baby. She had rolls, and we'd be like, guys, she'd get scabs underneath her rolls.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ew.
She was.
That's disgusting.
I just lost my baby fat last year, I think.
You know, was this post or pre-nose job?
This is post, and my nose still looks huge.
Wow.
It does not even look the
teeth
same.
did wonders. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's the yellow hair, it's the side part, it's the teeth. My friends love to make fun of me for this quote because I had this hanging in my room. We did this for we did this for a young woman's activity, and we had to pick. I thought this picture, I was like, this is the best picture of me ever.
You look pretty in the picture. Yeah. I won't flirt with darkness. I am here to fight.
Yeah, you need to revisit this motto.
Hey, I do not flirt with the darkness.
Do not flirt with the darkness.
Yeah, stay clear. This is a classic.
Classic. Okay, so this is Michael's greatest moment in history. This is when we ran the New York City Marathon together. We finished holding hands across the finish line.
That is so cute.
That is pretty good.
It is right before I started IVF. So this was actually prime. This was a good time.
I miss the running days when we'd go running up in the mountains.
I know.
I don't miss hearing you yap or being late every time, but that was good. That was good times with your dad.
Wait, I just have one question.
That was good times.
What?
Did you guys run with cord headphones?
Yes. Of course we did. Was there anything different back in 2016?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think there was anything different back in 2016.
Okay, this one is a wild one.
Daddy needs a kiss.
I need to go back and figure out who you sent this to.
Who did you send this to?
First of all,
no idea.
What is wrong with you that you're calling yourself daddy?
You're calling yourself
daddy. It was a joke.
Daddy.
I wasn't being serious. This was a funny joke. And obviously I screenshot it and sent it to a couple friends because I thought it was funny. Okay, relax.
Sure.
At this point, were you stalking Megan? Were you stalking Megan on Facebook at this point in 2016?
No, I was a menace back in. Well, no, I had stalked Megan
in high school,
Facebook in high school, and so she never responded. So I had forgotten about Megan at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How dare?
Rude.
And I was at Snow College. I wasn't cool enough to be talking to Megan. No, not at all. And this another basketball. That was my 2016. That was
What a gorgeous jump shot.
Gorgeous guy.
Oh, that's darling.
I included this picture because this is the picture that Megan saw first of me, on my Facebook profile. She told me, she showed you guys this one. That's what she said.
It's giving clean cut Fernando Mendoza.
Please don't ever say that again. But to the real one.
Oh, the Gucci bag and the Gucci belt and the Gucci shoes.
Back to the OG fashion blogger days, you guys.
Such a classic.
I would pack 10 outfits. I would change 10 different times in my car. I would do this once a week with my photographer. It was pure hell. I hated it. Actually.
Yeah, that's a lot. People, like, coming from the outside perspective, like, I always just thought it was just, you guys would just take a picture and, like, put it on and, like, that was it. Like, I never, really respected the actual putting together the whole process, doing the outfits, doing all the links. Like, there is a way more to it than people think because it's a lot.
There's a lot more to it. And back in those days, you had to have the professional photographer. You would upload to the blog. You would write the whole thing. You had to link every little thing. It's so much easier now.
Yeah.
And having 2 little kids, like I would pack Capri and Canon in the car. I would bring 10 outfits.
Dang.
It was horrible.
This reminds me of?
What?
You know the Michaela makeup girl on TikTok when she's like, try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
It's hard. I agree.
That's what this reminds me of.
It really was hard. We get no respect out here.
Hey, but what you did here was like, didn't it kind of build everything? Wasn't it worth it?
Yeah. No, it did. It was worth it, but it was...
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
Honestly, it was a great year for me.
What a great year. What started this whole 2016 trend? Just because it's been 10 years?
Yeah, I think so.
COVID, it's before everything blew up.
Yeah.
And it was like, all the old people like you are now reflecting like in the midlife crisis.
All of us millennials. I'm now an old lady.
Those are some good pictures. Welcome back for episode 2 of Legally Friends. I am here with Emily, the crazy mom coach, and with Amy, person that can remember a 16-digit credit card better than anybody I know. So honestly, genius with that. I don't get how you do it.
I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
It's a gift, and not everybody has that gift.
If it was like anything else, like you math problems, you can't do it.
It just proves to me that if she would just put her mind to like something else,
I could say the same thing about you.
I mean, yeah, let's be honest. We only put our minds to what we want to put our minds to.
Yeah, it's like what we're passionate about.
Words of wisdom.
I'm passionate about shopping, and I'm passionate about horsies. So it's like, that's what I do.
Yeah.
And credit card numbers.
Cha-ching.
Well, yeah, that's how I shop, is with the credit card number, sweetie.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Sister rankings for the week.
Uh-oh.
There's been a little shakeup.
This is going to be tough for you.
This has been a little shakeup. Like, it's not the same as last week. Sister rankings for the week. At the bottom, we have Emily. Welcome to 3rd place. Welcome to 3rd place.
Second for 10 years. You told me Rachel would be last for 10 years.
Well, you know what? I took a step back. I humbled myself and said, all right, let's see, like, what happened over the last 7 days? How did it go with the 3 sisters?
Have you even spoken to Rachel?
Okay, let me get through the rankings. 2nd place is actually Rachel. She is in 2nd place. 10 years has happened quicker than expected.
How did that happen?
And then, of course, Amy stays at 1st. Did we even speak like once this past week?
Yes, we have FaceTimed multiple times.
When?
Every day.
What are you talking about? You're lying now. No.
She's going to get receipts.
Proof.
Okay, let's go to Rachel.
Timeline.
Let's go to Rachel. Rachel called me. I don't want to hear it. Just one sec.
Because you know that you're wrong. Okay,
No.
hold on.
My gosh.
Zach Hunsaker yesterday. Zach Hunsaker Monday, Sunday.
Okay, wait. Sunday, Monday. Exactly. You didn't talk to me the whole week. Yesterday was just you added me to some group call. One time I didn't answer, and it was like a group call with your mom. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So
it's like, I'm not entering that.
So once again, you did not FaceTime me the entire week.
What did you talk to Rachel about?
Rachel called me, and we hadn't talked for a while, and she talked to me for like an hour, and it was asking about how my migraines were doing.
She's very concerned about your migraines.
We all are.
For some reason, she has like a special interest in like very deep concern about my migraines. I'm not sure why.
I know why, but we won't speak of it. I know why too.
Okay, interesting. You guys can tell me later. Anyway,
we can
she
get
was really
into
nice.
that later with her. Wow.
Yeah. So
I'm shocked.
and she gave some great ideas for the podcast. So,
She did.
You know what?
What did she think? What did she think of the podcast?
She said she liked it. She was just mad that she was not included.
Yeah, she has FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have her on.
The truth
She can be a guest.
The truth is, though, if we would have said, like, oh, Rachel, show up and do this every week with us, she would have said, like, no shot.
She would be like, no.
But we are going to have her on in a few weeks, and we are going to divulge the family picture story. So stay tuned.
That's coming in a couple weeks. We want to make sure she's here to defend her side.
She has to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Amy and I will be the judge and jury.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very biased because I know whose side you're going to take.
Not necessarily.
No. You're not going to go against your sister.
You never know.
Okay. So a lot of people were asking for more of an intro on us. Want to get to know us a little bit more. Let's start with Emily. Can you give us like a little background? Like, who is Emily?
Okay.
And what makes you so special?
My name is Emily Jackson. I started out as a lifestyle and content creator back in 2011. Do I need to take off the newscaster voice?
Yeah, please. 2011, was Instagram even around back then?
It was just coming around. So basically, I had graduated from UVU and I had this baby. I had Capri.
Pause. You graduated?
She walked. She has like 2 credits left.
Shut up. That's a secret.
Sorry.
Amy, bleep that out.
Truth. No way. That stays in.
Well, at least you walked. I only went to like half a semester of school.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
No hate, no shade.
I do have 2 credits left that I need to do, but I don't want to. So there's that.
They should just give you like an honorary degree. That's right.
They should.
But anyway.
They honestly should. Okay, so I have this baby. I have my little baby Capri in 2011. I had just walked, graduated. Taylor was in school full time. And I had always worked, actually. Before I got married, I was working full time in the day and I would go to school at night. So
that is true.
Yeah. So I have Capri and I'm like, this is it. I'm just going to like
sit at
home with this baby. Like, what am I going to do?
God.
Emily's worst nightmare.
I know
just
that sounds bad, but like I was so used to, like, I literally worked full time. I had a full-time night school and I was always busy. So I was like, what the freak am I going to do? Rachel had started her blog situation. She was, her Pride and Joy, the Utah Valley Brights magazine. She was on the cover. So her blog started getting big. And I was telling her, like, what am I going to do? Like, I need something. And she's like, well, why don't you start a blog like what I'm doing?
Like,
I was like,
wait, hold on. How big was Rachel at this point?
Brand new.
Brand new?
Like, just barely, but she was starting to get some traction because of that magazine cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started a blog and I just started posting about like what we would do on the weekends, what books I was reading to Capri, like.
So you were typing all this up. Like, how long were your blogs?
It was like a journal.
It was a journal.
Interesting.
Well, because in our religion, they always say keep a journal.
Uh-huh.
In the Mormon religion, they are always, from the time we were little, keep a journal, keep a journal. So it was kind of a way of journaling, like what our week was like, what we were doing, what we were up to, what we did on the weekend.
Also like monetizing off of it.
Well, at that point, we didn't even know. You couldn't monetize off it yet. LTK was barely brand new. We thought it was like kind of a scam. We didn't really know. So then when we started getting money into our bank account, we were like, this is real. And it kind of started to become a game. Like it didn't feel like real money because we started making so much money so fast that Rachel and I were like, wait, I just got like $5,000 deposited into my bank account. Is this real? There's no way this is real. And so it just kind of from there, like the brand partnership started coming and I did that until I had my twins, 27, and I started my clothing brand.
But you still did it. Like, I feel like you would still like, maybe not so much on like the actual like blog website, but you still did outfit pictures. You still posted, you were linking.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally did. The trend was for a lot of these bloggers and influencers, their husbands would quit their jobs and they would work for them.
Yeah, they would be like their photographer.
That's crazy.
Taylor and I always, and Rachel and Drew, we always thought that was crazy because we're like, this is not sustainable. Like what, we're going to be 60 sharing an outfit picture. I mean, I am almost 40. I'm 37 and I'm still sharing outfits far and few between, but I still do.
But you also don't have like, you're not doing outfit post or outfit pictures up at the Capitol with a photographer.
Yeah.
You just take a mirror picture, or like you take a cute picture with the sisters and you're like, here's the link to all of our outfits. Like it's so
like
different
I said,
now.
it's way different and a lot easier now, to be honest. And so that never was a discussion like, oh, Taylor's going to quit his job because, you know, we're making this money. No, he needed to build his career because this is not sustainable. You don't know what's going to happen. And I'm so grateful that we never, ever, ever fell into that, because that was the trend. To just have your husbands quit, work for you. A lot of people still do it. So then fast forward 2017, I have the twins. I start my clothing brand. It was an activewear brand. And I had that for about 5-6 years. And it did really well. We were in Nordstrom, Saks, Revolve. I got into a partnership that I didn't love. And so I decided to kind of take a step back. And all at this point, I was working a lot. It may not seem like through Instagram and online that I was working a ton, but I was working a lot. And I was constantly at the office. And Capri one day said, Mom, I don't want a nanny driving me to school. I don't want a nanny driving me to dance. I need my mom. I got rid of my nanny. I basically got rid of the brand. And I'm home with my kids all the time. And I'm always driving her. And that's important to her and my kids. And I'm so glad that I did that.
Do you miss IVL at all?
I do miss it. I do miss it. Like
what aspects?
I don't miss all the work, but like genuinely, I loved the activewear so much.
I miss the product.
Yeah. And like the studio was so much fun. Like that was just
I did love the studio.
Yeah. It was such a fun era that like, of course I miss it. But when you get into partnerships that you're not super happy with, or you're working with people that, you know, it kind of ruins it for you. Now I'm just a crazy basketball mom, a crazy dance mom. This week, I went to 4 basketball games. We have 3 more tomorrow. I've been stoning dance costumes. I've been doing my design stuff that I'm loving. One of my design projects is wrapping up. Like we've been installing cabinets and lighting and furniture this week. So actually the marble is getting installed right now and I'm so excited. So I'm just kind of doing my own thing. And a lot of people have written me and they've been like, so are you like a designer now? And I'm like, listen, don't put me in a box just because I have I've always shared my lifestyle and what I'm doing. And it's no different than that. I'm still sharing what I'm doing and what I love. And maybe it looks a little bit different now. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that. I have no idea. But it's just like, don't put me in a box. I can try new things and, you know, my interests change.
I feel like everyone has approached you. It's not like you've gone out and been like, hey, I'm starting a design business. I feel like everyone's been like, oh, hey, like, I've seen you like to do this. Like, will you do it for me?
Yeah. I mean, like I said last week, I was really involved in the design of my home and like my previous home. I've actually built 3 homes. So when my friend came to me, I started sharing kind of like what we were doing with her house. And I've gotten like a few other jobs through that and like with my aunt. And I'm doing like a few little e-design things and, you know, I'll take on a couple little things here and there. But yeah, it's just been fun. So I'm just continuing to share what I love. And if that includes design or outfits or what my family is doing, then I'll do that. I'm just kind of like doing what I want right now.
Amy. Who is Amy?
Who is Amy? We don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm Amy. I'm the youngest sister. I am 27, single. I work for my dad, which is why they love to call me a stay-at-home daughter.
She does actually work despite what people may think.
I mean, yes, I know we love to joke about it, and Michael's like kind of in on the joke because he kind of thinks it's funny. But for those who know Michael, know that he would not actually pay me out of his company. His company would not pay me if I wasn't working for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, can we pause for 5 seconds and look at this darling picture of Michael and Shannon behind you?
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah, right there.
That was their engagement photo.
This is their engagement picture. And this is my grandma on her wedding day.
I want that picture of her in my house.
So I work for Michael. We're best friends. I absolutely love it.
That's true.
My favorite thing is when we go like check on a project when we're doing like tenant build out or we're completely gutting a space to try to get a new tenant to sign a lease. And we like walk through the projects. I love when he like talks to all his subs and his contractors. I just think it's so fun. And I love to razz him.
And you guys
You
FaceTime me
loved-
every day.
Oh, yeah.
Together.
I love to we go down the list when we're together. We're like, okay, let's call Emily. Now let's call Rachel. Now let's call Megan. And we go down the list and we check on all our people.
Here's my favorite thing you do with Michael when you have his phone, when you're working with him.
Yeah.
She'll send us random $100 Venmos.
Wait, I've never gotten one of these.
Megan gets it.
I've only ever done it like twice because he yelled at me. This like could have been one of my best pranks. I was doing something on his computer. I was trying to fix something on his email. And I was like, I'm going to email Taylor as Michael.
This was funny.
And I emailed Taylor and I like wrote it like kind of like formally as like Michael would. And we're going to have to go back and find the email because I can't remember exactly what I said. But I was like, you need to get your wife under control. Like, this is ridiculous, Taylor. Like, what are you guys thinking? And I sent it. And I think he called Emily and he was like, what did you do?
Taylor called me and he's like, what happened? What happened? Why is my dad, he didn't say what it was about. I just get this email and we were dying. I wish I could find the email.
He was so
actually terrified.
Yeah. Or like randomly, like I'll text like Rachel from Michael's phone if I have it. And I'll be like, how could you do that? And
that
just like
funny.
Send that. And she's like, what did I do?
It's so funny.
I love it. So for those of you who think that I only give Michael a hard time, no, I love to prank the entire family.
She does. You have such a good prank for Hawaii. We can't say it.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I work with Michael. I love it. This is like the thing that I'm most excited about. And this is probably Emily. She's going to hit the snooze button right now. I am a horse girl and I love it. I have so much fun riding my horses and not only riding them, I just love being around them. Like,
they do say it's like therapy.
No, it is. It really is. And also, horses' hearts are 15, I think they're 15 times bigger than a human heart.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're around them, their heart also beats slower than a human heart. So when you're around them, it's like your nervous system kind of like matches up with their nervous system and they're very calming.
Interesting.
And that's why it's so good for therapy. That's why like Bridal of Hope Barn, that's why like it's so successful because it like truly does work.
Yeah.
Wait, where did your obsession with horses like come from though? Because I didn't know too much about it and I felt like this came out of nowhere that you like wanted to go do this?
It kind of did. I've always loved horses. My grandma was a rodeo queen. My cousins were rodeo queens. They live in Colorado. They've had, at one point, I think they had like 11 horses. And I've always loved riding horses. I would go to Colorado every summer, ride their horses. We'd go on trail rides. I would go to like their barrel racing jackpots. And I thought it was so fun, so cool. I loved it. But I live in Draper, Utah. And also, my parents know nothing about the horse world. Like, my dad was like, okay. Like, I begged my parents for a horse. They were like, where are we going to put it? We can't put it in the backyard. They just didn't know anything. And neither did I. Actually, how I got into it was I was at work with Michael. We were talking to a tenant, and he was telling me about his daughter and how his dad owns this barn. His daughter works there. And I was like, oh, does she do lessons? Like, I want to go take a lesson. And he was like, yeah, she does. So I just texted her. Went and took a lesson, and now I ride there. I ride at her barn twice a week, and then I ride at a barn in Provo once a week.
So when are we going to get to see you do some barrel racing?
Yeah.
This summer. So that, like, my lesson yesterday, I was working on barrels, and, like, that's what I really, like, my goal is to be in the Draper Rodeo. And I know that sounds, like, so dumb, but, like, being born and raised in Draper, I just, like, I think it would be so fun to go be in the Draper Rodeo.
Okay, so you know we're going to Colorado this summer. Why don't you enter in something like in Grandma's hometown where she was the rodeo queen? Can you enter into like barrel racing or how does it work?
I'm sure I could. I don't exactly know. I was actually texting Bryn. She was a rodeo queen. She's my cousin. I was texting her and she was like, why don't you just like come in the spring and summer? And I'll teach you. You can ride my horse and we can go to just like either random jackpots or random rodeos.
Do it.
You should. Do it.
No, I'm going to.
You got
she
it,
was all
queen.
like, she was so, her and her sister were so good. And they did pulls too, which I also want to do.
Like, I will say, I have been impressed with how you stuck with this. Like,
You have stuck with it.
Not to be mean, I did not know how long this phase was going to last. But
no, I know. It's because my type of personality is if I love it, I'm all in. If I don't like it, if I try it and I don't like it, I'll never do it again. I'll never touch it again. I'll never think about it again.
That's not a surprise.
No, it's like I don't have any shame like that. Yeah. And that's like in all aspects of my life, like including guys. It's like if I like a guy, I get tunnel vision. I'm all in. The second I stop liking you, like
you're dead to her.
You're dead to me. I will never think of you again. I will never speak to you again.
Facts.
And the best thing about Amy is like okay.
No.
Say hi.
I was just saying how well we work together. It's Emily and Zach.
Come say hi.
Say hi into the microphone.
Hi, peeps.
Hi, Michael.
What's the topic today? Any good?
She was just saying how you're her best friend.
We're introducing ourselves.
Okay.
I was going to say, the best thing about you, though, is if you want to know what Amy's thinking, just like look at her face.
Just look at her face.
You don't hide anything. Like
no, but that's actually not true because every guy I have ever talked to, dated, been in a relationship, you're so hard to read. I don't know what you're thinking.
They do say that.
But I think it's because they don't know. I don't know. Because your RBF can maybe be confused for like anger.
Yeah.
And so I think you have like that kind of like natural, like kind of scowl sometimes. And so maybe
they're
like,
ready?
Yeah.
You are so hard to read. I will say you are so hard to read.
But we just said she's not.
I like to keep my cards close to my chest. I do not like to open up.
Even around guys, you're hard to read. Like even when we were in Italy with the one guy, I could see it all over your face, but I guess you are easy. I mean,
But I think it's because you know me so well. Like where like I'm sure that guy was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But I could see it written all over your face.
And like you can switch so fast from like liking something to hating something. So I think that's maybe why guys can get confused because they're like, oh, wait, we were just having fun 2 seconds ago. And now you're not showing any emotion and you're so disinterested. I don't know what's going on. So I can get that.
Yeah, it's true. I flip a switch real quick. And once that switch is flipped, very, very, very hard to get it to go back.
Once the ick has been had, there's no returning.
Well, it's not even that. It's like not even specifically with guys, but if I flip a switch on something else that I don't like, bye.
Oh, yeah. We know.
If somebody
it will never cross my mind again.
If somebody messes with me or Rachel or Capri or Mom, dead to us.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys are very quick to like shut people out.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
Well, I think it's because we're slow to let people in. And once we let you in and then you do something, it's like, okay, well, we just let you in. And then you did something to mess up. And now you're gone. Bye-bye.
Moving on. Amy, anything else you want to share about yourself?
No, that's it.
Okay. Mine's quick. Like, no one really cares, but
I care.
I am 31 years old. I have no job as I am a student.
You have a job.
Unemployed, doing my MBA at University of Virginia. And let's see,
well,
my two
you
little
do have
boys,
a job
Megan.
That you start in fall, so.
Yeah. That's true. But
don't you start in the summer?
Yeah, the summer. But technically, I'm unemployed right now. What else about me? Played basketball, as we can see in my pictures.
You don't have a job. What a loser.
Yeah, I know. Poor Megan. Holding it down for us right now. That's it. I'm the youngest in my family. So I think that's why I feel like Emily and Rachel, or specifically Emily being like the older sibling, I think she like knows that I'm like a younger sibling and loves to like just find my buttons and press them.
You press my buttons.
So then what is it about me? Because I like to say that you're the little brother that I never had because I love to bug you. I will do everything to bug you.
I think that's because we're both the youngest. And so like I love to bug my older siblings too. I'm the one that's always making fun of people, always saying crazy things in the family group chat. And so I feel like that's why we kind of have that dynamic a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like even your dad, he loves that we know how to push your buttons.
Yeah, because to my family, I'm the one that talks all of the crap. I'm like the one that kind of gets people going. So he loves to see other people give it back to me.
I feel Zach.
Coach can totally give it back to you.
Zach, can we have Coach on the podcast? I would love to have him on the podcast. You guys, if you don't know Zach's dad, he is a notorious college basketball coach. He's amazing. I am obsessed with him. And I want him on the podcast.
I told him that we were filming or doing episode 2 today, and he was like, I don't want to talk about it. Don't bring it up again. I was like,
what?
I was like,
why?
He's embarrassed. Like I'm doing a podcast with you guys. I don't know. No, he likes it. He's just
Dick is the best. I love him.
He's funny.
I love him too. He's so funny. Michael just wants to know if you're ever going to try to play basketball again.
I have hung it up. I'm no longer a Draper dad. I no longer play basketball at all. I am officially done.
It's a shame.
Until, you're going to be coach to your boys.
Yeah. I like to coach. I like to do basketball camps and stuff. But as far as playing, absolutely done. How did this show come to be? Why are we doing this podcast? I think a lot of people were very confused on, especially me, jumping on a podcast with you two. They're like, what the freak is happening? So a little backstory, and maybe I'll let Emily talk more to it. Emily and I have been talking about shows for, what would you say, like 2 years?
Yeah. Maybe. Well, we weren't not getting along. We just didn't really have a ton in common. Like we never talked. We didn't really talk. And how did it start? You told me to watch Breaking Bad?
No, you told me. I don't know, but we really never talked. And
we didn't hate each other. It just was like they were gone. I FaceTimed Megan every day.
Our only interactions were usually fights. And so
and basketball.
It was in basketball. And
Emily would call him to be like, okay, can you dissect this for me?
And then I think Breaking Bad came from you. I think I was home for Christmas, or we were home for Christmas, and you were like talking about Breaking Bad, and I was like, oh, I've never seen it. And I think it was because you were sitting at the fireplace watching it the entire break and never got off your phone.
Okay, do you know who I think told me to watch that? Was Taylor's brother. And he said it was his favorite show he's ever watched. So then I told you, and we watched it kind of together.
Yeah. So then that's when it started, because then I would watch an episode. I'd text you about it, because you were like a little bit ahead of me. It started Breaking Bad, and then it kept going into other shows.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, Amy was talking about books with you and Taylor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I finally convinced Taylor to read Throne of Glass.
And he's obsessed, you guys.
He loved it.
It's his favorite book series of all time. And when I say that,
his favorite book series is Red Rising, and then number 2 is Throne of Glass.
Okay, well, it used to be Harry Potter, because something about Taylor that a lot of people don't know, his parents were mission presidents, mission leaders in Brazil when he was 12 to 15 years old. He's the youngest of 7, so he went to Brazil and lived with his parents without any of his siblings, just him, because everybody else was old enough they could stay back, and his mom made him go with them. And so he lived in Brazil in a high-rise for 3 years, no friends. He didn't even go to school. He just did homeschool. And Harry Potter was his best friend, you guys. So he loves Harry Potter.
Cute.
It's so cute. So now he loves Throne of Glass.
I'm sorry. Could you imagine Capri?
No.
Moving to Brazil for 3 years.
Leaving 6 older siblings, all your friends, your big house, your gym in your basement, you leave all of that to go live in Brazil for 3 years with your parents where nobody
and
speaks
you don't
your
speak
language.
the language.
Yeah.
He got his
That'd be tough.
He walked to basketball a couple times. He'd get his shoes stolen. It was just crazy.
So then they had their book club, and Emily and I had our TV show club, which we called book club too.
We called book club, yeah.
Then we started watching different shows. The funny thing is, we'll go a couple weeks without talking, and then when we find a show that we both actually start watching, then we text nonstop. FaceTime every night. We're always talking about the show. Then over Christmas, we were talking so much, and I was like, well, let's just turn our book club into a podcast. And so here we are.
And then it turned into Amy. We wanted Amy to join us because she's the fun one. She's like the young, cool one. And we're the old hags. That's kind of where it came from. But then as we started going, we were like, there's some other things we could talk about besides books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our dynamic of we are in-laws. And I think a lot of people can relate to funny in-law situations. And so we're like, all right, well, let's share some more family stories, see if people like that. And then it kind of evolved into more of this whole legally friends aspect. And so, yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
Next segment, we'll talk about some pop culture. So I think you guys had some stuff to talk about.
We've got a lot of things to talk about, you guys. There's been a lot of drama this week between Victoria Beckham and her son and Taylor and Blake and Justin. There is a lot of drama. Zach, have you seen the David and Victoria Beckham saga with their son this week?
Absolutely not.
You have not seen that?
Zero. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Okay. Basically, the son, what's his name?
Brooklyn
Beckham. Marries.
Okay, let me tell it.
Okay.
Let me tell it.
Go.
Okay. Brooklyn Beckham is the oldest Beckham child. He starts dating this girl from America. She is 4 or 5 years older than him. A few months into their relationship, all of a sudden, all these rumors start getting dropped that Victoria and the girlfriend don't like each other. And they keep trying to squash it. They're like, no, everything's fine. They're at family dinners together, at events, post pictures, whatever. They get engaged, I think, like 9 months after they start dating.
Mm-hmm.
That's really when things kind of start
Tanked.
to go downhill. All these rumors keep coming up about how Victoria and
Nicola
are like fighting over wedding planning. Then after they get married, a Vogue article comes out talking about their whole wedding process. In the Vogue article, it specifically, okay, mind you, Victoria Beckham has a fashion house called Victoria Beckham. Designer, gorgeous. She makes beautiful dresses. So everyone was like, Victoria Beckham will design the wedding dress.
Mm-hmm.
No, Valentino makes the wedding dress.
No.
So then after they get married, in the Vogue article, it says how they spent a year with Valentino flying from LA to Milan back to LA to Paris, all over the world, designing this wedding dress, doing all the fittings. It took a year.
with specifically with the creative director flying in and out of Italy to design this wedding gown that took well over a year. Okay.
So then people were like, why would she not have Victoria Beckham make her wedding dress? This is weird. And Victoria Beckham also, all of the guests that were her friends, she put in Victoria Beckham custom dresses.
Okay. All right.
So everyone was like, so she's making dresses for like her friends, but not for her daughter-in-law. Everyone thought it was kind of weird.
It was very strange.
So they've been married now, 4 years? They did a vow renewal. They did not invite one person from the Beckham family, not his siblings, no one.
He has blocked them all on Instagram.
So they were posting pictures of the vow renewal. Everyone was like, wow, the rumors are true. They hate each other because
Emily
no one
and I.
was there. Yeah, exactly. And when they posted it, they said something to the effect of, we're so happy we could create new memories. Almost alluding to the fact that they wanted to forget their wedding. Fast forward to this week. He posts a 10-page slide on his Instagram explaining from his side why he does not speak to any of his family. Mom, dad, siblings, no one.
He said his mom danced inappropriately on him.
Well,
wait,
let me just stop right there. Have you ever seen Posh Spice dance?
Yes.
No,
Who is that?
She's not that big of a dancer.
No,
she kind of
I've seen her dance a ton. All she does is in all the clips that we've seen over 10 years, she's like,
that's what I'm saying. She's not pop, lock, and dropping it.
Yeah.
She's not grinding on him.
Let me just give you a few of his claims that he wrote in the Instagram post.
Okay.
He said his mom was so drunk that she danced inappropriately on him. Okay.
I don't believe that.
He said that Nicola had to find a dress in the 11th hour of the wedding planning because his mom was supposed to make the dress and she decided not to and screwed her over.
But
rewind back to the Vogue article.
Remember the Vogue article right after they got married. Exactly. So everyone's like, so which one is it? Because this article came out right after you got married.
They worked on her gown for over a year, it states in the Vogue article. In Rome with the Valentino creative director. No one will ever make me a Posh Spice hater. No one will ever make me a David Beckham hater. I am team Victoria and David.
Okay, so I was listening to the toast right after this came out, and they said something that was a light bulb went off. They said Brooklyn Beckham is the Prince Harry of the Beckham family.
It's
and I was
Meghan.
like, yes,
it is.
They are doing a Megxit.
Yep.
They are they're like, we want nothing to do with you. We want our privacy. But then we're going to post a 10-page thing on our Instagram exposing all of the family secret. It's like, what?
That's weird. That's weird.
And also, okay, this is the other thing that he says in his little 10-page article that made him mad. Victoria and David wanted him to sign away his rights to the Beckham name, which is just, you can't start a business using the Beckham name, pretty much.
Okay.
So it's not like he wouldn't be Brooklyn Beckham anymore. He just couldn't start
some Beckham business.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which, from a business perspective, I do get, especially after, it was like a couple months after they got married. She's on the cover of a magazine. And what is the magazine title? The New Mrs. Beckham. First of all, you'll never be the new Mrs. Beckham. Never will ever be better than Josh. Sorry. And second, it's not just a family name. They are like the royal family. It's a brand. Their name is a brand. And Victoria has a makeup line. She has a clothing line. She has shoes, accessories. I'm sure it wasn't their idea. It was probably their business manager or somebody was like, this is personally what I think. Peltz, whatever her name is, she gives me dark vibes. I personally think she wants to be Victoria Beckham. She wants to single white female Victoria Beckham.
That's
what I think.
I agree completely. I can't stand her. From every account that you have read or seen about her, she's a spoiled brat. That's according to nannies. Did you guys know that a dog groomer came to the house? She got her dog groomed and then her dog died the next day. And she's now suing this tiny pet company.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew her dog died.
Yes. She sues everybody.
Mind you, her dad is a multi-billionaire.
Just always trying to just destroy people.
I personally think that he's a spoiled brat. He has the Peltz money behind him, so he's not afraid. So he's like, yeah, I'm going no contact.
This is the other thing that really irks me is, first of all, you would not be Brooklyn Beckham if it wasn't for your mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
No one would know who you are. This Nicola chick probably wouldn't have even given you the time of day if you weren't Victoria and David Beckham's son.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he claims that he wants to do business, whatever. No one would buy anything if you weren't a Beckham. The reason why your photographer book, whatever he did, that completely flopped, you only could do that because your parents backed you. This is the other thing. She dated Anwar Hadid, who was 18. She was, I think, 24.
That's weird.
And when they dated, he did not speak to his family.
He went no contact with Yolanda.
Yeah.
Who's the problem here? It's Nicola.
There is a common denominator. I'm sure, playing a little devil's advocate here, I'm sure it's not easy having Victoria Beckham as your mother-in-law.
Here's my favorite. He ends it with, we just want privacy. Well, you just made this everybody's problem. We did not ask for this. We did not ask for it.
He didn't have to post on his Instagram giving 18,000 reasons why he's not talking to his family.
Wait, why do you think he did this right now? I don't understand. Was it just a random post that came out, or was there... Interesting.
It's been talked about. It's also not like this is a brand new topic. It has been talked about for years, ever since they started dating.
But it also wasn't at the forefront of the news, and he wants privacy. Well, now it is at the forefront of the news, and it's just giving Meghan Markle.
It's all anybody can talk about. It's giving worldwide privacy tour.
Do you think, what's her name, when she was labeled the new Mrs. Beckham, do you think that pissed off the mom?
I'm sure it did.
Yeah,
I'm sure kind of fueled the family feud a little bit?
I'm sure it did, but I'm sure it was also, this is why we wanted you to sign your name away, because what if Nicola decides she wants to go start a beauty brand and call it something Beckham?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
I'm all the way on their side, and nobody will ever talk me into anything differently.
His family has given him everything. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Do not bite the hand that feeds you. I hate that.
But now he's over with the billionaires.
So he doesn't need them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So maybe he's trying to placate them.
Yep.
That is weird, though.
Speaking of annoying billionaires.
Let's hear it.
Can we segue into the Blake, Ryan, Justin, Taylor saga? Because that is insane.
I have a hot take.
Okay, give us your hot take.
Well, no, you start and then I'll give you my hot take.
I mean, here's the thing. I always ride for Taylor Swift, no matter what. I can't stand Blake. I don't really care about Justin. I just want Taylor to be protected. And to me, her text messages that she was texting with her best friend, that is how a normal best friend would react. I mean, I can't even imagine if my text messages with my sisters or my best friend.
I was just going to say that.
Send me to prison.
Especially when you're only hearing one side. Taylor doesn't know Justin. She doesn't care about Justin.
She's like, oh, he's horrible.
Best friend's side. And so, yeah, going back to what we were talking about with us earlier, how if we let you in or whatever, and you do something to piss us off, you're dead to us. She's hearing all of this from Blake. I'm sure Blake's over-exaggerating or twisting it a little bit. If my best friend or if my sisters were texting me all of that, I'd be like, yeah, F him. You're right. This bit has no idea what's coming for him.
Exactly.
Wait, what happened? What was said? I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
It's such a long... Okay, go, Amy.
No, just make it... land the plane. Land the plane.
Okay,
I'll
tell you quickly. Basically, Blake Lively is married to Ryan Reynolds. She did a movie called It Ends With Us with Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni is the director, the finance guy, and he's the lead actor in it. She claims...
Which I have my thoughts on that, too.
Yeah. She claims that he sexually harassed her. He called her fat. And he's claiming that she tried to sabotage the movie to take it over and basically to take him out and destroy him. There's this huge lawsuit going on. Because of the lawsuit and her best friend's Taylor Swift, Blake Lively, her text messages with Taylor Swift were subpoenaed because they were talking about Justin Baldoni. So all of the text messages between best friends, Blake Lively and Taylor Swift, were released yesterday.
That would be not good.
So imagine your texts with your best friend being released to the public.
Yeah, that would not be good. Well, I would hope my best friend was on my side.
Of course.
Exactly.
Right? That's obvious.
And Taylor Swift is on Blake's side. And so people are like, we always knew Taylor was a mean girl. First of all, she's not a mean girl. Second of all, she's a girl's girl because she's backing her best friend.
She's a loyal queen.
And are you kidding me? Everyone that's saying that is insane. If we were to release their text messages with their best friends, everybody would look terrible.
Everyone
would
look terrible, and you cannot tell me differently.
Taylor doesn't know Justin Baldoni. She's never heard of him. She doesn't know him from Adam.
Yeah.
Why would she be like, well, Blake, now, let's calm down. No. And mind you, I'm sure there's three sides to every story. Hers, his, the truth. I'm sure the truth falls somewhere in the middle. I'm sure he did something that was inappropriate. I'm sure she for sure tried to take over the movie.
Oh, she did. We've seen it all.
Well, she did take over the movie. It is true.
Yeah.
But I will say he had a podcast with this girl who I don't know if they were coworkers or if they were just really good friends, but they had a podcast for a while and it actually was pretty successful. And then kind of out of the blue, she was like, I'm not doing the podcast anymore. And this was years ago. I think this was even before COVID. And everyone was freaking out. Like they were pissed that she canceled it. But she was like, I canceled it because he's a douche. He's a misogynist. He made me feel uncomfortable. This girl has been saying this for years. And she's not the only one. There is like a ton of women being like, yeah, I won't work with him.
Which, yeah, of course I believe that. But why is Taylor Swift out here catching strays?
Because she's the most famous person in the world right now. That's why.
And it's like text messages from Taylor. Like, of course, it wants to like read those. But at the same time, though, if it was my best friend and I texted them and said this happened, and they were like, "Oh, take a step back. Let's look at this from both sides," I'd be like, "Okay, you're not my best friend. You're not my best friend. I don't want to talk to you." Yeah,
the worst part of this whole story is when Ryan Reynolds is sending paragraph-long text messages to Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, begging them to have her take over the movie.
She wanted to be the director of this.
She wanted to take it over.
So she made a cut. She made a movie, and then Justin Baldoni made a movie. They put it into like a focus group, or like they tested it to see which one would perform better in the theaters. Across the board, Justin Baldoni's movie won.
By a lot.
By a lot. And by random people. That's when Blake and Ryan start texting all of their A-list celebrity friends. So all of these A-list actors who have worked with Sony before and probably have contracts with Sony or will get more contracts with Sony, they all write Sony saying, you need to do Blake's cut of the movie.
Interesting.
And so I think Sony was like, we got to use Blake's because we still got to hire these actors. I didn't like Justin Baldoni from the start. I watched him in Jane the Virgin. He was fine in Jane the Virgin. When I found out he bought the rights, I was like, What really put me off to him was when he cast himself as Ryle.
Yeah. And he wasn't a good Ryle.
First of all, how high do you think of yourself to cast yourself as, in the book, the hottest person on earth?
And he's so ugly.
And he's not cute. He's not Ryle. Ryle is really tall. He's Theo James. That is who I pictured when I was reading. When I was reading It Ends With Us, Theo James is who I pictured, with this almost like really innocent, fresh out of college, 23-year-old girl, and he's like 35,
which is not Blake. Which is also not
Blake. This is what really pisses me off. If you're gonna make a movie out of a book, follow what the storyline is and follow the characters. For the people who read the book and then go watch it and you're like, wait, this isn't even what I pictured, it ruins the book.
It does.
The people who don't read the book, they don't really care because they don't know any different.
I agree.
I still have not seen It Ends With Us, and I will not watch it because
it's not even good.
I'm not going to go watch Blake and freaking Justin Baldoni because they're not who I pictured.
The outfits are atrocious. They're disgusting. Her hair is horrendous. The whole thing was a disaster.
Run a brush through your hair. Why is it always ratty?
She was the costume coordinator.
Yeah, and she thought she ate the house boots down with that, and it's disgusting. It's so bad.
There's our pop culture moment.
Last week, we talked a lot about shows. We're going to keep it quick this week. What did you guys watch this week? And was it good? Would you recommend it or not?
Okay, I'm going first.
Okay,
go.
I'm watching Tell Me Lies. I love Tell Me Lies. It is so freaking good. This episode was shocking. I want you guys to watch it. I give it an A+.
A+?
Yes. It is so good.
That's insane. That show's a max of D. But anyway, Amy.
I watched Traitors. I haven't watched His and Hers, or Him and, what is it?
His and
His and Hers, yeah. Haven't watched it because I've been watching Traitors.
Oh my gosh.
The newest season is so
I'm
good.
going to start that this week.
Zach, you would love it.
Listen.
And Megan would love it too. You guys should watch it together.
I started it. I watched the first 20 minutes. It takes so long for anything to start. It's insane. It was all the fireworks and all the crazy long explanation about each person. Yeah. It's just like, get on with the show.
Hit the +10 button. Hit it.
It's
Zach,
so annoying.
It's a little bit like Love Island, where it's like, okay, like, let's get to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take as long to get into. The newest season isn't done. New episodes drop every Thursday.
Yeah.
When I got to the latest episode, I was like, wait, I need to watch more. So now I'm watching last season with Boston Rob, Dylan Efron.
I love Boston Rob.
I love Boston Rob.
Okay, Zach.
The man.
The last season of Traitors gets way more intense, way quicker. Literally on the first episode, you're hooked. So you should watch that one with Boston Rob.
Okay. Also, want to know a funny fact? This was in November. I applied to be on Survivor.
Zach, I want to go on Survivor with you.
I want to go on so bad.
Let's go on together.
Emily, you would die.
It's my favorite show.
You would need to eat some food before you go on that show.
I have
you would
watched
just
it
starve.
for 20 years. Since I was 12 years old, I've been watching that show.
You know you can't bring Carmelos to Survivor, right? And you can't DoorDash on Survivor.
And there's no Diet Coke?
I would be so good.
Okay, but if someone hears this that can get me on Survivor, please let me know.
Get us on Survivor. Can we go together?
I might quit after the first week.
That would ruin his game because he would be like, vote her out.
Okay, do you know what else? Zach, we would be a really good duo on Amazing Race.
I've never watched that. Is it good?
It's really good. Really good. We would be good on that.
Emily, you would not be good on that. I had to teach you how to plug in a microphone today.
My sense of direction is incredible. It is.
So we have a new segment called The Judge and Jury. We had some people submit their crazy in-law stories. I'm going to read one, and you guys are going to tell me your thoughts. Okay?
You guys sent this in. Me and Emily have not heard these stories.
We haven't heard the stories.
This is like a blind. Yeah, this is a live reaction you're going to get.
Okay, starting with this one. We're going to do two. One's a story, one's more asking for advice. Okay?
Okay.
First one. Our family found out last week that my father-in-law writes and has phone calls with female inmates. He says he is just being pen pals with the women, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we literally found emails of him saying to these female prisoners that he's not married because his wife died.
Is his wife still alive?
Yeah. He says it's to keep his identity more private. He kept this a secret for almost 18 months. It's literally costs money to send these emails and have phone calls. Is this cheating?
Yes.
Does he have a weird fetish?
Yes.
Okay, what are your thoughts? You think
Weird.
it's cheating?
Yes, that's cheating. You can't do that. That is actually creepy. That's actually weird. You have a mental health problem.
That's like serial killer. Like, it's weird because
Why is that serial killer?
it's just like, it's so thought out. It's like,
Yeah.
he's been telling these inmates that his wife died. If he really wanted to write to an inmate and be like, hey, we could be friends, he wouldn't say that his wife died.
Sure.
He wouldn't get too personal about his own life if he wanted to protect his identity.
I agree with that.
That's 1000% cheating, and I'm not
messed
okay.
up.
That is
And
weird behavior.
They need to figure out who these inmates are that he's sending to and when they're released. Because, like, is he going to go pick them up?
Is he doing conjugal visits?
Okay, no.
You can only do conjugal visits if you're married to the inmate.
Well,
but that's a pretty wild one. I don't know what I'd do if I found that out.
If I found out Michael was writing to inmates saying that Shannon died 18 months ago, he better run for his life. I'll be getting a shovel and I'll be digging up his grave in the backyard. Call the Bowerman attorneys ASAP.
Oh my gosh. The lawyers.
Michael better hide for his life.
Yeah, that one's pretty crazy.
Guilty.
For me, it was his wife died and she's not dead. That was
well, it's already weird. And then adding that factor, it makes it weird and creepy.
And then his excuse was terrible, that it was to protect his identity. How does that protect your identity?
If he's writing letters, don't they need a return address?
He's emailing and calling.
Okay, so they have your phone number. That's public information. You could Google a number and get the address.
He's guilty as charged. Next.
Take him away, bailiff.
This is a good one. What do you do if your sibling is dating someone for a while and they start talking about marriage and kids, but you don't like who they're dating?
Okay, this one kind of hits home with us.
Yeah.
Well, why
I thought it was a good one to talk about.
We
don't know. Maybe it's just you don't get along with them. You don't have things in common.
If my sisters were dating somebody I didn't like, I would tell them.
When Megan was dating this guy, me and Megan lived together in Provo. We lived in the same apartment. Her bedroom was right next door to mine. I knew that Megan wasn't home when we were talking about this, but I knew from Find My Friends, she was almost back. I didn't know how to bring it up to Megan, like, we don't like him. Because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. She's a suffer in silence type of person. She's also a people pleaser. And I also didn't want to be like, we all hate him, so you have to break up with him if she really did like him. So we're talking. I can see she's like pulling into the apartment that we lived in. I knew that he wasn't going to be with her. She was just running upstairs to grab something. I put the phone on speaker. And I'm like talking kind of loud and I'm like, yeah, we don't like him, but if she really likes him, then there's not a whole lot we can do. I knew
it was a setup.
I knew she was listening.
Wow.
And I wanted to give her the opportunity to think she's hearing us without knowing, being like, yeah, we don't really like him. We see a lot of red flags. But if she really likes him, then we're going to support her no matter what. And I think that kind of planted a seed in her head because then if I can't remember how it was after they got engaged, she was in California with him.
Yeah.
I texted her and I said, I just knew me and Megan are like twins separated at birth. I knew when she was in California, I was like, something's not right. I texted her.
We all knew.
Said, how's everything going? I kept trying to call her. She said, I cannot answer you because if I answer the phone, I'm going to start crying. And I was like, I will book you a flight home. You don't need to drive back with him. And she was like, no, it's fine. I need to figure this out on my own. And then she kind of did. And that's when she called it off, was like a couple days after that when she got back from California. But I kind of set it up being like, letting her know we don't like him because I knew that Megan wouldn't tell us because she wants us to like him. So I wanted her to hear me say, yeah, we don't like him. He's not our favorite. But if that's who she chooses, we're always going to be there for her.
But I just, knowing Megan, when she heard that destroyed her. Because that wasn't just like a seed. Like that 100% destroyed her when she heard that.
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Maybe she was
it did. Come on. You know Megan. If she heard that from you guys,
I'm sure it was devastating. But maybe it also was like, okay, like I've been feeling this way. And now that I know that my family doesn't really like him, like, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with like my situation with the guy I was engaged to, It was hard because I knew Mom and Rachel didn't like him, but Dad did like him. That was
Dad liked him because he was a football player. He thought it was cool. He wanted to go to the Rose Bowl.
The Sugar Bowl. Yeah, my dad thought it was like the coolest thing ever, but it was hard knowing that my mom and Rachel didn't like him. And I'm glad they told me. What if they wouldn't have told me? Yeah. Almost them telling me almost gave me validation to be like, oh, okay, like I'm right. Like something's wrong.
Yeah.
Off. Something's not right.
And that's what I wanted for Megan. And also, you and Mom did that for Rachel when she broke up with Drew and started dating the other guy. Yeah. You guys were like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
We did. You got to get back together with Drew.
Yeah. Very blunt in our family. Like Taylor's family, they say nothing.
They would never.
Sweep it under the rug. They're not going to say anything, even when they should. But we say
like
something.
Some people are gonna hear this, because especially in my family, we do the same. Like we're not gonna say too much, but some people are gonna think that's not your position because
and maybe
you know what
it's
I mean?
Not. Maybe it's
but
not.
You know what? But you know what? That's my sister. Yeah. I would die for her. I would kill for her.
Yeah, but still, it's her life, though. She gets to decide who she wants to marry. So I'm just saying the other side. Okay, I'm not taking sides or anything. I think, Amy, when you get in that position where you're really in love with someone, you're really thinking about marrying them, and all of a sudden you hear my family doesn't like them.
See, I kind of was in the opposite position where I was like, I don't know, and I thought my family liked him, and then I was like, I can't break up with him because my family will be mad at me.
But as soon as you figured out that we were like, with him.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, thank goodness.
You were relieved.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying, though, once you get so deep that, I can see myself with this person, and then you all of a sudden find out that my family actually doesn't like him, I think it's a little bit tougher situation.
It's hard. So
for sure.
Advice to the person who wrote in would be, I don't know. Do what your heart feels. If you feel you should tell him, then tell him.
Wow, amazing advice. That's groundbreaking advice right there. This is the other thing. We don't know the situation. We don't know any like these red flags. Maybe they're minor, maybe they're major. If you're actually concerned, I would say something, just because I would not be able to live with myself if I didn't say something. And then 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, my sister's like, I actually hate him. He's the worst. And I'd be like, well, yeah, I knew it the whole time. I just didn't say anything. As a sister, that's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think if you feel that way, and I would say it depends on like your relationship with your sibling, but like, if you feel that way and you're close with the sibling, you gotta say something.
Yeah.
But I also think if you do that, it gives you a chance to level set with your sibling and be like, all right, I don't like him right now. If you love him that much, can you help me get to know them better so I actually end up liking them if they're dead set on staying together? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely don't have the conversation with the guy there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Or with whoever there. Because then he would just be like, okay, F you.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's talk to them. And if they're dead set on staying together, then work together to find ways to go do something fun together. Get to know them a little bit better.
Start a book club together.
Look at us. Like, I hated Emily 2 years ago. And now look at us.
You've never hated me.
Anyway, well, that is our second episode of Legally Friends. Next week is going to be a good one because sometimes from my side, my in-laws, I'll hear them say things and be like, wow, are my in-laws dumb? And so we're going to find out next week, and we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And we'll have a special guest to help us. So
I can't wait for that special guest to join us.
That's going to be so fun. I'm looking forward to that.
My bestie.